When we are going to speak about the first case A, current I flows through x1, x3, x2 and x3. If they will be in parallel, then only it's possible. See that? Okay, so we have learned already. If they will be parallel, then this current can be passed through all this. Okay, 3. If two are parallel, one is the series, then it's not possible. Depends on that circuit. So these all are parallel. First answer is, in this case, x1, x2 and x3 are connected in series. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, second, we are going to see the second question. What is the second question? You will observe here. That is, x is larger than x1, x2, and x3. When we are getting this, x1, x2, and x3 is the large, is the smaller than x. Can you tell me? Yes, x means what is here? Effective resistance. And when effective resistance will be there larger? Anybody can tell me? When it will be larger? Just we have seen there yesterday, day before yesterday, that same thing. When effective resistance means it is the sum of all resistances in series. So we are writing like this, RS. But here we are writing XS. So like this, XS is equal to X1 plus X2 plus X3. And we know this, if all three is added in, then only it's possible this X is the larger. That means all this, I return X1, X2 and X3, they are in series. What is the answer? They are in series. Understood everyone? Yes or no? Everybody understood? Okay. So now we are going to see right second answer. It's arranged in the series. Then X is the smaller than X1, X2 and X3. Now it's very easy to write the answer. Will tell me answer.
It is in parallel combination.
Yeah, very good. It is in parallel combination, then only it's possible. X is the smaller than the x1, x2 and x3. Okay, now the potential difference across x1 and x2 and x3 is the same. What will be the condition here when they will be the same? Potential difference across them is the same. Will tell you.
It is in parallel combination.
Very good. When all three are in parallel combination like this, then only it's possible to they having their equal current will be passed through it, or potential difference will be there same through it. Okay, getting it? Or any problem here? When they are connected like this, see diagram it is here. So now here, if you take all three resistances like this, they are parallel. This is x1, this is x2, and this is x3. When they are connected in the parallel, then only potential difference will be the same. Potential difference between means the difference between two end points of the given circuit. Understood? Now next one we are going to see x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3. X is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3. In which way these are connected? Just we have seen a condition, current I flows through x1, x2, x3. So what will happen there? In which condition they are parallel or series? What will be there? They will be in the series. Then only we will get the answer. Okay. Now this f is equal to x is equal to this f. Sorry, f is not equal to, but x is equal to 1 upon 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 plus x3. What is your condition? You tell me the answer.
It is in parallel combination.
Why we are writing like this? Is it in parallel combination? Then only we can write like this. So when we are speaking about like this, the effective resistance is equal to 1 upon the resistances, that is the 1 upon x1 and 1 upon x2 like this. We are getting it. Okay, it's very easy to understand and it's a very simple question. If you have learned just the characteristics when resistances are connected in parallel and series, okay, they are connected in the parallel or series, then easily we'll get it. Okay, now this question number 8 here. Question number 9 we have to see. So question number 9, the resistances of a 1 meter long nichrome wire is 6 ohm. If we reduce the length of wire to 70 centimeter, what will be the resistance? Now see here, given what is the resistance of the length of wire. Okay, then I'm going to solve here on new screen. Okay, we know that according to the resistivity, according to the resistance of the wire, directly proportional to the length. It is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to the its area. Inversely proportional to its area. So what is, again I'm going to read the problem. The resistance of a 1 meter long nichrome wire is. So in this first figure, you see in this first condition here is given 1 meter. Okay. Then second, what is given here? And resistance is given, means your R is given there 6 ohm in this for first condition. Okay. Now here what happened? This, if we reduce the length of wire to 70 centimeter, means we have to reduce this length of wire, that is up to the 70 centimeter. Okay. Then what we have to find? What will be the resistance? What we have to find here? Resistance. So very simple we'll get. So we know this R1 means here, this for first one we are going to take, it's directly proportional to length. It is directly proportional to the length. So here R1 is directly proportional to the 100 centimeter. We are speaking about the centimeter. So we know that 1 meter is equal to, here L2, you can write here L1. So it is there 100 centimeter. And second, for R2, it's directly proportional to 70 centimeter. Getting it? It's directly proportional to the 70 centimeter. Now, when we'll take its ratio, then we'll get its answer. So we are going to take R2 upon R1. R2 upon R1. So R2 is your, what is 70 and R1 is 100. So the 0 cancel and you'll get here 0.7. What you'll get here? 0.7. Correct? And the 0.7 into R1. Why? Because we have to find the resistance for this. Okay. So what is it? 0.7. So you'll get R2 is equal to 0.7 into 6. Why 6? Because we know this R1 is here 6. I didn't written here. So you have to write here. So instead of R1 is here, you are 6. Okay. And then multiply it. What will you get here? 0.7 into 6. You'll get here 4.2 ohm. Got it, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Any problem here?
No, sir.
Everybody understood? Here what we have done, R1 is just 6. Okay, we have arranged this formula R1 upon R2 is equal to 70 upon 100. But then afterwards, we have written there R2 as it is because we have to find the R2's value. And R1 we know this is the 6 ohm. And then we have done there this here division and then multiplied by 6. We will get here R2 is equal to 4.2 ohm. So resistance for the 70 centimeter wire, it will be there 4.2 ohm. Got it, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to see. Yes, if anybody is having question, please you can ask. Nobody is having question. Yes or no? Minimum speak something.
No, sir.
Okay. Now see the second question. What is there? When two resistors are connected in series, when two resistors are connected in series, their effective resistance is 80 ohm. What is given there? Effective resistance is 80 ohm. When they are connected in parallel, their effective resistance is 20 ohm. What are the values of the two resistances? See, once again, I am reading the problem. Same problem is very easy. If you know the when resistors are connected in the parallel and series, what's we are getting the answer. That only we have to see here. Okay. So, later two resistors, suppose now this connected in series means we are going to get here R1 plus R2 is equal to 80 ohm. Then, in parallel, we are going to get it 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 is equal to 20 ohm. Okay. So here I am going to take it on next page. So first thing we are going to write here, let two resistors first condition both are in series. Okay. Let two resistors are connected in series. Okay. That is, it will be there R1 first resistor and second one R2. Okay. Then what is the first condition? They are connected in series, then effective resistance are effective. Okay, you can write R effective is equal to R1 plus R2. So what will get here? 80 is equal to R1 plus R2. Got it first? This, then we can rearrange this. So R1 is equal to 80 minus R2 because we don't know what is the value of R1 and R2. So we are just rearranging it. That is R1 is equal to 80 minus R2. This is the equation number 1. What is given here? Equation 1. Now, so what will get here? Second condition we have seen there. So when they are connected in parallel, that time we are getting it R1. So before that, you should know how to write it. This when resistors are connected in parallel, how we are writing? Here I am going to speak about the parallel. Okay, so resistance R1 and R2 are parallel. Okay, R1 and R2 are parallel. Getting it? So when they are parallel, that time we can write it like this: 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 is equal to 1 upon 20. 1 upon Rp is equal to 1 upon R1. For the parallel we are writing 1 upon R2, and that is how much? 20 ohm. Getting it? Yes or no? It's given things only I have written here. Nothing I change here. Then what we will do? So when we are going to add, that time we are getting it like this: R1 into R2 is equal to what will get? 20. Means 1 upon 20 is here, correct? So due to that reason we are going to arrange it. So 20 multiplied by R1 plus R2. So yesterday only we discussed about it, how we are going to doing this multiplication or addition of these, making their same denominators and then we are adding. Okay, they're making their same denominators and adding numerators. Okay, so here we'll get it R1 into R2 is equal to 20 into R1 plus R2. But just we have taken R1 is equal to 80 minus R2. What we have taken? R2. Here you can take R1 is equal to 80 minus, see that I am just putting the values, I am not changing anything, multiplied by R2. Getting it everyone? What's going on? Yes or no?
Yes.
समजते सगळ्यांना? हे बघा जिथं आपण R1 ची व्हॅल्यू किती घेतली होती 80 मायनस R2 घेतली होती 80 मायनस R2 आणि आता 80 मायनस R2 फक्त ही व्हॅल्यू पुट करतो मी R2 ची कुठं जिथं R1 च्या ऐवजी आपण ती व्हॅल्यू घेतली होती इथं पुट करतोय. इथं पण त्याचे 20 मल्टिप्लाय R1 च्या जागेवर तीच व्हॅल्यू टाकायची 80 minus R2 plus R2. Here you have right. Okay. Like this you can write. Getting it everyone? Yes or no? काय चाललंय समजतंय ना प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when we are going to do this multiplication, then what will get? Can you tell me? This is 80 multiplied by this R2. What will get? 80 R2. What will get here? 80 R2. This is our mathematical part. 80 R2. Then minus R2 into R2. We'll get the R2 square. Getting it? Then 20 into this. Here addition is there first. Okay. So what we have to do now? You have to multiply this. Okay. So 80 minus R2 plus R2. So what you will get? Can you tell me? Anybody can tell me about it? What you will get here? When 20 into 80. So this, if you see, you have to multiply by this. Then directly you will get the answer. What will you get the answer? This R2 minus R2 will be cancelled. Getting here R2 minus R2 means here this plus R2 and this minus R2 it will be cancelled. Then 20 into 80 will get 1600. Got it? Yes or no? समजते सगळ्यांना?
Yes, sir.
Now what we will write? So here R2 square is there. 80 R2 square minus R2 is equal to 1600. Okay. So you have one more thing. Just we'll take it. Suppose some student did get it. I am going to take here. How this we have done. So 80 minus, instead of R1 we have written here R2 and plus R2. Okay. So if you want to do multiply first this 20 into 80, what will get here? 1600. See here. Please mute yourself who's speaking here. 1600. Then 20 into minus this R2 minus R2. And then this plus was there. So plus what will be here? Minus 20 R2 will be there. And then plus 20 R2. Getting it? Yes or no? समझते सगळ्यांना काय चाललंय?
Yes, sir.
Then we'll get here.
Yes, sir. Oh, sir.
Yeah, we'll get here this. So 80 R2 square minus R2 is equal to 1600. So we can write this equation like this: R2 square minus 80 R2 plus 1600 plus 1600. Now here our mathematical equations are going to come is equal to 0. So if you have learned this expansion formula, A minus B bracket square, A minus B bracket square, and that is the A. Can I rub this side? Then I will show you clearly here. Okay, I will rub here. So what happened here? Your this formula used here, A minus B bracket square, that is equal to A square minus 2AB plus B square. Last year you have learned this formula. I have learned this formula. A square minus 2AB plus B square. Here also same thing. If you observe, you will get the same thing. What is this? This is the R2 means A, and this 2AB. 2AB means 2 into 40. B's value you are 40, and 1600 square root you know that it's 40. So we'll get it directly. You can take R2 minus 40, and in second bracket what will get? R2 plus or minus 40. At both place we'll get it minus 40 only is equal to 0, and we'll get the R2's value is equal to 40. How much will get R2's value? 40. If you take out it separately, R2 minus 40 is equal to 0. I think you have learned or not, I don't know. But in 8th standard, it was given there. 7th also given is equal to 0. And here also we are going to get same value, R2 minus 40 is equal to 0. And directly R2's value will get here 40. Both places we are getting the same value. You getting it? Yes or no? Please give me some reply.
Yes, sir.
Getting it or not? Getting it, no? So here we have got there, it's there 40. R2 is 40, and then we can find R1's value. That is the R1's value we have taken. R1 is equal to 80 minus R2 like this, correct? No? In first. So that 80 minus 40 will get 40 ohm. What will get answer? 40 ohm. Understood everyone? Yes or no? Yes or no? Please speak fast. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Some students are giving answers in chat box. It's a good sign, but you should speak. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Pranav Kadam, be quiet. So again, I'm going to read that same problem. What is the reverse charge of 420 coulomb flows through a conducting wire in 5 minutes? What is the value of the current? What we have to given here? First, charge is given, means Q's value is given. Then time is given. What is given? Time. What is time is given there? 5 minutes. So with these 5 minutes, we have to convert into the seconds. That 5 minutes we have to convert into the seconds. So 5 minute is equal to 5 into 60. And what is asked here? Current. What do we want? Current I. So I is equal to, we know that is the formula. It is a ratio of charge upon time. So 420 divided by time 5 into 60. Now you can see this 0 cancel. 6 ones are 6, 6 sevens are 42, and then 7 divided by 5. It's very easy to you. Do the multiplication. 5 ones are 5. Remain 4. Means here remain 2 only. Then this it's not possible to divide. We have to take the decimal point, and then 5 fours are 20. So what will get the current? 1.4 ampere. Understood everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
तर कोणाला काही प्रॉब्लेम आहेत का?